What's up and good morning, guys. Kit and I are back with the UCI race that we had in Danville a few weeks ago. This is our race recap footage of a big race for us, important race. This was both of our first UCI points. The elite women kicked off the weekend with a short track on Friday. This is Caitlin's race. They're dumping into the single track on the first lap here. Not too much of a problem going into the whole shot, and with a decent little group still on the wheels. Come on, Caitlin, looking good. Come on, Caitlin. I didn't really have a great start here on the short track. Kind of slid the wheel in the gravel at the start and didn't get clipped in great, but I knew that this long climb up to the whole shot was going to be definitely a factor. A lot of guys were going out super hard, and you'll see that I start to pull some of the wheels back, and it does bunch up right there once we dive in, and got held up pretty good. So tried not to burn the match here, but how can you not burn a match going into the first lap of a short track race? I was kind of struggling with this one turn section earlier in the single track where it was this kind of weird route at the base of this tree, and I couldn't figure out the line, and I was really giving away a lot of speed, and it kind of hurt me every lap. I was losing a few seconds to the wheels. I was trying to make it back up in this second half of the descent with a lot of these berm turns. This was actually a lot of fun. Big speed, and once you got the hang of it, these turns weren't too bad, and it just kind of gave you a good chance to rest the legs a little bit, to catch your breath, take an easy spin, but you still had to stay on the mentally, because these turns were so fast and they were so loose that if you came off of it, then it could end your day pretty quick there. Two laps to go here, and I'm just trying to ride consistent, pick off as many wheels as possible, making sure I'm saving something for this climb every lap. It was probably a minute and a half of just straight up as hard as you can go. It definitely played into my favor a little bit, being steep, and was pulling guys back every lap.
Let's go, Blaine.
Now on the last lap, the guy I passed before, he had something left in the tank, and I didn't have it. I couldn't match that. So he came by me there, dipped in the singles track, and everything stayed as it was. I rolled in for 17th on the day. Not
Nice,
terrible,
Blaine.
but
Let's go.
given my prior short track racing, does not suit me. Do not enjoy it, so I was happy with that.
It's the next day, Sunday morning, now time for a proper XCO race. Had a back row start, but quickly moved up to probably the top 10 and was pretty happy with that. Looking over the results from the previous day and getting acquainted with the riders, I had an idea of where I should be and who I should be around. I wanted to stick with Crystal, the rider in front of me, and the U23 rider in front of her started to open up a gap, so she got around her, and I knew I needed to make my move soon. We come to the creek crossing, and I thought I had dropped my chain. I think what actually happened was I tried to shift at the last minute. Who knows? A little bobble here, lose a spot, and then something's still not right. Madeline and I are gaining on the U23 rider again. She's getting ready to make her move. I see my opportunity approaching, and then bam, I drop my chain. This time thoroughly annoyed, lose a spot, lose another spot. This one really hurt. Ultimately, from the time it happened to the time I'm back chasing, I lost about 30 to 35 seconds. So we have some work to do.
I'm gonna drop my chain. Alright. Let's go back to work. Look alive.
It's early in the race, so I'm playing the long game. I don't want to burn too many matches too soon, so I wait for the start-finish to make a pass. At this point, Madeline has passed the U23 rider already, Abigail has gone around her, and I waited till now to go around. With so many silly setbacks at the start, I'm a little mentally out of it, so I had to do some work to get back into the racing zone. Here I'm getting distracted by little things like realizing my phone was still in my pocket.
Come on, Kaylin.
It was hard to say how far ahead the top 10 was, so
Come on, Caitlin, you got him.
I don't know how far I have to chase. I'm still riding within myself. I'm just having fun out there for now. Here we go, 2 laps to go. Time to put the head down and use this opportunity to make up some spots. I can see Madeline. Me too. Feeling good, gaining on Madeline's wheel, and then crashed. Passed 2 riders, and then lost another spot. At this point, it's just comical. I try and recover, and I know the gap to Madeline is growing, and perhaps just sit back for too long. Again, just a little mentally out of it. I know I have 2 laps to go still, so instead of more aggressively fighting to chase, I just again rode within myself, and then here we go, 1 lap to go, and worked really, really hard to get this close to Madeline. I knew to have a chance at this sprint, I needed to be right on her wheel through this fast flowy section before we hit pavement, because there was not much time on the pavement before the finish. But she sensed I was there, so she gave it everything she had, I gave it everything I had, and it was so much fun for a race like this to come down to a sprint. Despite feeling like I could have pushed a bit more, 12th place for me on the day, which gives me 6 UCI points, so I have to be happy with that. That's going to be hugely helpful in start row position in the upcoming 2 years.
Lame.
And women's race done. I'm on the start line now. Handed the camera over to Kate. She's going to be trying to grab some further meat in this race, and I had the same fate she did. Pretty much last row call up. Difficult place to be, but again, knowing that there was a long climb into the hole shot,
You're just under a minute back. Let's go.
I kind of kept it chill, didn't waste any matches, knew guys were going to go out too hard, and ducked in front of a few guys right before we got to the single track, knowing that I would need to be in good position for that.
You're still inside the top 15.
I was in a small group
just inside the
that
top
quickly
15.
got tailed off of the
Ben.
front group, couldn't get around a few of the guys, made the pass going through the start finish, and really then I
20
rode the next 6 laps solo. I had one guy follow me for a bit, but quickly detached him and pushed all the way and finished 15th, right inside the UCI points for this. Got a single UCI point, but hey, that's what we're here for. Got to show up on the day. It might not have been the biggest or most stacked field, but I was there, had the point, and that'll go a long way into next year's XC racing. Hopefully no more last row call-ups, a little bit better start position, and hopefully start to make my way up through the field.